The United States' F-A-20 sixth-generation fighter jet is reportedly capable of destroying satellites in space. The aircraft is the latest member of the U.S. military's arsenal, with mind-boggling advanced technology. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Military Notes. Its testing has shown that it lives up to its claims, with full-scale prototypes already flying. Of course, Russia and China are also developing their own sixth-generation fighters, but many agree that the avionics and armament of the U.S. fighter jet are almost alien and powerful enough to be a monster in the future. The military currently has two separate next-generation air dominance programs with billions of dollars invested. The first is aimed at the Navy as a replacement for the F-A-18 Super Hornet, while the second is being developed for the Air Force to replace the F-22 Raptor. Both programs began in the early 2010s, when the need for a next-generation fighter jet became increasingly clear. The U.S. Navy recently revealed new details about its vision for a next-generation F-A-20 strike fighter, designed to replace the F-A-18EF Super Hornet in the 2030s. They also released new illustrations depicting a hypothetical design for the aircraft. The latest artwork, which only shows a top and bottom view, shows a design with lambda-shaped wings, width, and configuration. The Navy has stated that they want this aircraft to have a longer range and higher speed than the current Super Hornet, as well as a more sophisticated sensor system. In addition, this aircraft is also expected to be able to use long-range weapons to increase combat effectiveness. In the future, the F-A-20 is also expected to function as a quarterback for a group of drone aircraft, carrying ammunition, equipped with electronic warfare devices, and configured as a command and control node. In addition, this aircraft will likely have many other advanced capabilities. The public has not received much information about the sixth-generation fighter jet, but that began to change when a mysterious aircraft with a unique shape was seen by a TikTok user. The dark-colored aircraft appeared to be sitting on a moving trailer at a location identified as the Helendale Radar Cross-Section Facility, part of Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works facility in Palmdale. Interestingly, the fact that the aircraft was moved in broad daylight, without cover, and in front of someone who recorded it with a smartphone suggests that this is most likely not a completely secret project. And that's not all. The Navy continues to reveal information to the public through the Director of Air Warfare, Chief of Naval Operations Gregory Harris. Although the sixth-generation fighter jet is indeed designed to replace the F-A-18 Hornet, the Navy remains skeptical of integrating too much advanced technology into one aircraft. This combat stance is quite interesting, considering the U.S. Navy, as one of the largest military powers in the world, rarely shows concern for new technology. So, let's see the main features of the F-A-20 that seem to raise questions and make many curious. Air superiority with multi-role capabilities. The F-A-20 will set a new standard in supercruise, allowing the crew to maintain supersonic flight longer than any fighter before. With supercruise as its default speed, the F-A-20 can provide a lot of damage without having to slow down, something that is currently still a limitation of many fighter aircraft. This advantage also allows the F-A-20 to operate in an anti-access area denial A2AD environment, which is usually designed to keep enemy aircraft away, meaning the United States will have unhindered air access to any area that is its strategic target. In addition, this aircraft will be equipped with the most sophisticated stealth technology in the world. But the F-A-20 does not always have to act as a disruptor, except in strategic situations that require it. When this aircraft does have to take an offensive role, no one can stop it in air-to-air combat, air-to-ground surface warfare, close air support, and various other combat scenarios. Interestingly, the F-A-20 can also operate in manned or unmanned mode, giving pilots more flexibility while increasing their time with their families. In terms of ability, target acquisition, reconnaissance, and electronic warfare, the FA-20 will have a sophisticated defense system with automatic countermeasures against threats, even if the threat comes from fellow aircraft. The FA-20, if necessary, with this technology, will be a futuristic surveillance and attacker on the modern battlefield. Connectivity and maximum sensors. The intelligence of each fighter jet depends on how much data it can receive and how it processes the information. With advanced sensor technology and maximum connectivity, the FA-20 will likely be the smartest fighter jet ever. This aircraft will be able to share data in real time with the entire U.S. fighter fleet, both sixth-generation jets and previous generations. With every U.S. fighter jet having access to relevant battlefield information, the opponent will be as easy to predict as the sun rises from the east, making the United States always one step ahead in every combat situation. But this advantage does not stop there. The FA-20 raises the bar from conventional radar installed on the aircraft to a smart skin electronic sensor system integrated directly into the fuselage. This innovation significantly increases sensor sensitivity and networking capabilities, allowing the FA-20 to collect large amounts of data in just a fraction of a second. In addition to relying on its internal sensors, this aircraft can also receive information from military satellites, which always have a wider view of the battlefield. By combining satellite data and onboard sensors, the FA-20 can create a very detailed real-time map of the battlefield and then share it with its fleet mates. With this level of coordination and situational awareness, the FA-20 can launch deadly and nearly unstoppable targeted strikes, taking the horror of combat to an unprecedented level. Open architecture. With other major powers constantly trying to catch up to the United States' technological superiority, the Pentagon recognizes that no fighter is truly perfect. There is always room for improvement. This is why the FA-20 was designed with an open architecture, allowing for flexible upgrades and customization throughout its operational life. This system allows every aspect of the aircraft, from sensors to weapon systems, to be easily upgraded. For example, the FA-20 can receive software updates to improve its avionics and electronic warfare capabilities without the need for major structural changes to the aircraft. Moreover, its weapons bay is designed to be flexible, allowing for the transition from traditional projectile weapons to directed energy laser weapons, depending on the needs of a particular mission. With this flexibility, it is not an exaggeration to say that the first-generation FA-20 could potentially evolve into a seventh-generation FA-20 in the future, without the need to redesign the entire aircraft from scratch. This is a smart strategy that ensures this fighter remains relevant, superior, and deadly for decades to come. Increased payload. Thanks to more efficient space management, the FA-20 can carry more payload than other fighter aircraft of the same size. One of the main factors that makes this possible is the design of the fuselage, blended wing body, which is larger than the current fighter standard. The advantage of this increased payload capacity is not limited by the wider space. The FA-20 can carry more weapons, increasing its firepower in various combat scenarios, more fuel, which directly extends its operational range, larger and more powerful laser weapons, providing more effective futuristic attack options, and an advanced cooling system that allows laser weapons to remain operational optimally after being fired. With this capacity, the FA-20 will not only dominate air combat and ground attack, but can also be used for space operations, something that may sound like science fiction today, but has the potential to become a reality in the future. In addition, a spectrum of new weapons and more sophisticated propulsion systems can be integrated into the F-A-20, making it the most flexible and deadly fighter platform ever. F-A-20, the strongest second-generation fighter jet. The F-A-20 is designed to dominate air combat with various technological advantages, including multi-role air superiority, capable of flying supersonic for long periods, operating in anti-access environments, as well as manned or unmanned. Maximum connectivity sensors, using smart skin to detect threats faster and share data in real time with other fleets. Open architecture can be upgraded with the latest technology, including laser weapons and AI. Larger payloads. Blended wing fuselage design allows for carrying more weapons and fuel, extending its operational range. Advanced unlimited range propulsion. Adaptive cycle engines allow efficiency over a wide range of speeds, as well as air-to-air refueling, making it a true intercontinental weapon. Major competitor to the Tempest, UK, Italy, Sweden. Advanced jet to replace the Typhoon Gripen in the 2030s. ANS, Germany, France, Spain, built to replace the Typhoon, Rafale, and the Fa-18 Hornet. MiG-41, Russia. Hypersonic interceptor that is the biggest rival of the F-A-20 in air combat, with leading technology and support from the largest military industry. The F-A-20 remains the most superior fighter jet in the world, ready to face future challenges. The F-A-20 is a sixth-generation fighter jet being developed by the United States to replace existing fighter aircraft, including the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. Batsu-2. The aircraft aims to provide greater air superiority by using state-of-the-art technology and improved multi-role capabilities. The F-A-20 is designed to counter future threats, both in air combat and in support of reconnaissance, ground attack, and naval operations. 1. Background and development objectives. The F-A-20 is being developed by Boeing and Lockheed Martin, two major companies in the U.S. defense industry. The aircraft is part of the Advanced Tactical Fighter program that began in the mid-2020s with the aim of enhancing U.S. air combat capabilities, addressing challenges from fifth- and sixth-generation fighter aircraft from other countries, and countering threats from increasingly sophisticated air defense systems. The F-A-20 is equipped with more advanced technology than previous generation fighter jets, with a focus on improved stealth capabilities, more precise control, and more sophisticated avionics systems to deal with more complex threats in the future. 2. Design and construction. The F-A-20 has a more aerodynamic design with a slimmer body shape and wings that are more efficient in generating lift and reducing air resistance. This aircraft has the ability to fly at supersonic speeds without using afterburners, known as Super Cruise, which is one of the main features that distinguishes this aircraft from previous generation fighter jets. One of the interesting design features of the F-A-20 is the use of advanced composites and stealth materials to reduce radar and infrared signatures. This technology ensures that the aircraft has a very small radar profile, making it difficult for enemies to detect and target this aircraft. Third, avionics and electronic systems. The avionics system on the F-A-20 is one of its main advantages. Equipped with a more sophisticated AESA, Active Electronically Scanned Array radar, this aircraft has extraordinary detection and tracking capabilities, even in dark or bad weather conditions. The AESA radar on the F-A-20 is also capable of detecting threats from a long distance, and in many cases allows this aircraft to attack first. In addition to sophisticated radar, the F-A-20 is also equipped with an electronic warfare (EW) system that can disrupt enemy defense systems and make them more difficult to target. This system also has the ability to damage or block enemy communications, providing an advantage in combat. The FA-20 uses sophisticated software and AI-based computing systems to quickly process data and provide pilots with the recommendations or information needed to make better decisions during combat. This system can analyze threats in real time and adjust tactics quickly. 4. Combat and multi-role capabilities. The FA-20 is designed to be a multi-role aircraft, meaning it can be used for a variety of different missions, from air combat to ground attack. This aircraft can perform intercept, air control, ground attack, and reconnaissance missions. This multi-role advantage gives the U.S. Air Force great flexibility in dealing with various types of threats. In air combat, the FA-20 has the ability to face enemy fighters with extraordinary maneuverability, thanks to the wing and engine design that allows for high speed and maneuverability. Equipped with advanced air-to-air missiles such as AMRAAM, Advanced Medium-Range Air-to-Air Missile, this aircraft can overcome threats from various modern fighter aircraft. In ground attack missions, the FA-20 can carry various types of smart munitions, such as smart bombs and cruise missiles. This aircraft is equipped with a highly accurate targeting system to target critical infrastructure and enemy positions with high precision. 5. Connectivity and network integration. One of the key elements of the FA-20 is its ability to operate within a larger combat network, known as the Integrated Combat Network. The FA-20 can share data with other aircraft, satellites, and ground units in real time, providing a broader and more accurate situational picture for all units involved in combat. The aircraft is also equipped with the ability to control drones or unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, that can be used for reconnaissance, strike, or battlefield monitoring missions. This kind of integration allows the FA-20 to provide additional advantages in modern warfare that is increasingly dependent on automation systems and drones. 6. Enhanced stealth capability. One of the main aspects that distinguishes the FA-20 from previous generation fighters is its enhanced stealth capabilities. By using a slimmer wing and body design, as well as the use of advanced composite materials, the FA-20 has a very small radar footprint and is difficult to detect by enemy defense systems. In addition, the aircraft is also equipped with infrared signature reduction technology, which helps hide the aircraft from heat-based tracking systems. 7. Engine and performance. The FA-20 is equipped with an advanced turbofan engine that provides a large boost for speed and endurance. This engine is designed to reach supersonic speeds without using afterburners, thereby reducing fuel consumption and extending the aircraft's operating range. This engine also provides high maneuverability at low speeds, making it very effective in close combat. 8. Challenges and future. Along with the development of the FA-20 aircraft, there are major challenges to be faced, such as the very high development costs and the need to continuously update technology to stay relevant to evolving global threats. Competition with countries that are developing their own sixth-generation fighter aircraft, such as China and Russia, is also a factor that must be considered in the long-term strategy. However, despite these challenges, the FA-20 has the potential to dominate the air battlefield for decades to come. With highly advanced combat capabilities and extraordinary flexibility in dealing with various types of threats. 9. Conclusion. The FA-20 is a sixth-generation fighter jet designed to meet the increasingly complex air and ground threats of the future. With a sleeker design, improved stealth, state-of-the-art avionics, and exceptional multi-role capabilities, the FA-20 will be one of the primary weapons for the United States Air Force in the future. Integration with network and AI technologies gives the FA-20 an unprecedented advantage in modern warfare. Despite the enormous challenges in development and costs, the FA-20 is predicted to bring a very important strategic advantage to the U.S. and its allies in facing potential threats from other countries that are developing similar fighter aircraft.